We have tried to talk about customers for certain types of companies that may be different from what we imagine. Let's see, for Netflix, what is written on the business model canvas? In this case, as we see, we are talking about customer segments, which are micro-segments, so it is likely that there is an extreme personalization of the people who are on Netflix. If we consider, for example, that within a single subscription, there may be different people. Each one can have different types of views and interests that are different from each other. However, Netflix, for each individual person, has an internal system where it allows you to report which are the films that could perhaps be most interesting and can define within the single theme how much these people use Netflix. We know, for example, if the views take place from mobile, iPad, computer, and all these devices lead to different solutions, because certainly from the point of view of the value proposition, Netflix can afford to offer something completely different. There is also a geographical part where Netflix, depending on the area where it operates, will certainly have different types of content, even in terms of licenses that will change. For example, if you happen to see something in the original language, it may be that on Netflix you are part of a small cluster of people who enjoy seeing everything in the original language rather than dubbed. All these are elements that allow you to create customer segments that can be very different from each other. So consider that Netflix, although it is interesting for all people looking for movies and TV series, can be very different for each of them. If we talk about Tesla, it's a different case because in the case of Tesla, we may have people who are looking for a type of car that can be a SUV or something high-end for which people afford to spend quite a bit. Because we know that Tesla is not particularly affordable. We find these types of people in this business model canvas, and we know how much they spend. From the point of view of the price range, we know that it is not excessive because as expensive as the Tesla may be, it will never be as expensive as a Ferrari. We know that people who choose Tesla do so because they are interested in something special in the green community. They are passionate about cars, but they are also looking for the sustainable aspect. They are enthusiastic about racing cars. They are an interesting class. We can have people who understand all these characteristics, or there can be different types of customers who are maybe people who are very passionate about sustainability or people who are just passionate about race cars. Then we also have people who simply follow the founder, Elon Musk, enthusiasts who follow Tesla. Because since they follow Musk, who they think has interesting ideas, it may be that they are also among Tesla's customers. Consider that in the case of Tesla, there can be so many individual customers. But because we are talking about very large companies, you see that distinguishing Tesla from other car manufacturers tends to be quite simple. If we talk about Facebook, on the other hand, we still have a new case history because Facebook is interesting for everyone. Therefore, when it is used by billions of people, it is even more difficult to segment it, even compared to giants such as Netflix or Tesla. We see that customer segments are different because they are perhaps differentiated by size or demographic level. What appears to you will not be the same as what appears to your parents. So also consider the personalized experience that Facebook allows you to do. Consider that Facebook also studies your behavior. So in the study part of advertising, a study is done on the individual person, which then becomes a cluster. So consider that even from the point of view of selling to individual businesses, Facebook behaves differently if we are a pizzeria or if we are a single brand. Evaluate what clusters could be. But in the case of Facebook, it is particularly complicated because there are so many. So we're always trying to think about how we can reduce them to the goals easy to achieve. If we think that Facebook has only one type of person, we are certainly wrong. So evaluate, even within very large platforms, how different the people who use it can be and for what reason above all, because as we said, the part of challenges and above all, the part of goals that they try to achieve is very relevant.